What's up, everybody, and welcome to the next stop of the Tribeca Film Festival with Rent Free. This is the next movie that I have watched, and I swear I'm picking all some good ones. Um, because ever so far, the out of the ones that I've watched, this is another banger. This is another good one. Um, going to be premiering during Tribeca Film Festival at the world premiere. Rent Free is coming in, and man, I don't think it's gonna. I don't know. It made me uncomfortable watching this movie, and not for the reasons that you guys think. Just man, let me get into it with this review. So, Rent Free, if you don't know, is starring Jacob Roberts as Ben and David Trevino as Jordan. They play out two characters after hitting an emotional and financial rock bottom. Best friends Ben and Jordan come up with a scheme to spend an entire year living rent free with the help of friends, family, and strangers alike in a rapidly changing Austin, Texas. So this movie goes back and forth between a couple of places because we start off in New York and something completely ridiculous happens. And the two characters, Jordan and Ben, wind up having to go back to Texas, where their hometown, where they live. Um, Man, this movie just had my anxiety on a 20 because seeing people live like this in this movie. I mean, I think this is obviously what they wanted to do. They wanted you to feel for these characters, see what they're going through. But man, it's one thing to see it, to actually be one of these people. Oof, it's tough. You gotta do what you gotta do, though. Um, Directed by Fernando Andreas, also written by Fernando Andreas. And that's what's up, man. I gotta say, despite how ridiculously chaotic this movie is, it is pretty good. A lot of sex in this movie, a lot of cussing, a lot of yelling, and a lot of good acting actually. Um, but they try to pitch the idea of the two characters after spending a day in New York. They can pretty much get away with not spending money for a day in New York. Like you can pretty much ride the subway for free, get free food, sample stuff like that. Pretty much have an entire fun day without spending money. And they thought they would apply that to real life. Unfortunately, that does not work. It does not work. Like I said, you spend majority of the movie looking through the lens of these two characters as they try to spend time from one friend to the next, and it just gets more chaotic every time they find a place to stay. Uh, I don't know. I mean, it's labeled as a comedy, but I can't tell if I should be sad or if I should be laughing. Um, which I guess both to the testament of the acting of the movie. But yeah, my God, man, these characters were tough to watch. One that just I don't know, I just didn't like them. I think they were kind of annoying, especially Ben, who oh my God, you got to hold your friends accountable, which is a lot of what this movie is saying. And these are two people that don't hold each other accountable for anything. Um, yeah, like I said, it's a tough watch. It took me a minute uh to stop being mad at how stupid some of these characters were being in the movie, and like realizing that this is what some people are like in real life, which is even sadder. But yeah, it's just I guess that's life. Different people live different ways, which is how this movie is trying to explain. It also feels like the characters didn't need to be that way. If you watch this movie, it feels like I mean, obviously the whole whatever of it is, they needed to find time to make their own choices. But yeah, okay. Um, yeah, I mean, like I said, they try to find they want to move back. They want to move to New York because they feel like that's the better place to be. And yeah, they don't have a chance of even moving. Um, but again, this is majority of this movie is just two adults just trying to figure out life. We get to see it, like I said, through the lens of these characters, their experience with life, that going through rent, money, relationships, friendships. We get a lot of trying to figure out everything, not just the living situation. But like I said, the movie is chaotic, man. It's tough to watch. Like just like you just kind of cringe sometimes because of how annoying the characters are and the decisions that are made that you know from the audience perspective that you would have done something, or you could just say stop. But hey, some people really just are like this, unfortunately. Yeah, it's about movies bad. Wow, I mean, we're talking about seeing how these individuals get around. They using people to save money. They come over your house, eat your food, don't help out with rent. Been in the house 2 weeks. You say nothing. Um, you know, I just thought that was, like I said, it's just disgusting. Just seeing people like kind of behind the scenes of like how a user would do it. I do like throughout the movie they do show like every place that they stay at. They show how big the homes are and what they cost. So you can just see like what the cost of living is in Austin, Texas, I guess, like what cost to buy a house. But it just gives perspective as to like how much the value of the house is for the people that stay there or the people they're using. So like I said, I mean, I thought that was a pretty cool little tabloid they threw in there because I did enjoy seeing it throughout the movie. Maybe I just don't see enough films about Austin, Texas, because I didn't know what Austin, Texas looked like. I feel like this is my first exposure to Austin, Texas, probably outside of I don't know, is any movie actually in Austin, Texas? But yeah, it's pretty good backdrop. A lot of kind of the locale of the movie was definitely interesting. It's kind of like watching Clerks and like wanting to see what's around Jersey, basically. um, but yeah, I mean, like the long story short, this movie really highlights that sometimes your friends are the problem, and you got to be brave enough to make a change, or say something to your friends. Like I said, hold them accountable. I think that's a big message of the movie is hold accountability, holding your friends accountable, saying something to them, knowing when it's time to walk away from a relationship, a friendship, when it's not for you anymore. But yeah, valuable lesson in this movie. Like I said, definitely worth the watch. If you're going to be at the film festival, if you're watching this, I highly recommend watching this movie. Like I said, despite how crazy it is definitely a good watch. It was an hour and 30 minutes, not too long, in and out. Like I said, you get a little bit of chaos, you get comedy, you get some sadness, a little bit of everything. Like I said, it's a really good movie, actually, that I'm really sitting here thinking about even further. But yeah, really, really good movie. I felt kind of about it, but now I'm like, okay, then I break it down more as I talk about it. I'm like, no, this is actually a pretty good movie. But no, like I said, check out Rent Free, Tribeca Film Festival. It's been Terrell again with another review. Please leave me a comment below. Let me know what you thought, if you had the same feelings. And on that note, I'll see you next time for another review. See you.